So those who have joined late, good evening to all of you. So let's start our class. So today we are going to study what will be the speed of wave on a string. So what will the speed of a wave on a string? So when equation of wave is already given to you, we know the speed of wave will be written as V will be written as coefficient of T divided by coefficient of X. Okay, modulus of this will be what? Speed of wave. But what will be the formula for speed of wave in terms of mechanical properties or in terms of properties of a medium? ठीक है, तो उसको कैसे करना मैं बताता हूँ. See, there are few methods. There are actually I know 3 methods through which you can derive the speed of wave. I'll go with the simplest one, and if you want me to go for the other one, at the end of wave chapter, I'll be conducting one specialized JE classes. Okay, where I'll be dealing with some of these derivations. Where like those derivations I'll not be doing in normal class because that will not be important for NEET examination or even for JEE mains. ठीक है, JEE main के लिए भी important नहीं होता है. But since you might be seeing those derivations in few of the books, so you'll say sir ने पढ़ाया नहीं है. So for that thing only, for your like sense of satisfaction, I'll derive those things in that separate class. ठीक है, मैं यहाँ सबसे simplest way से बताता हूँ. So I'll be going with the simplest way of getting the relation of speed of wave in terms of properties of a medium. Okay, पहला क्या है, कैसे करते हैं? So it was observed that, or you can also observe this, if you're having a string and if that string is tight well, if the tension inside the string is very high or is large, so when you give a small disturbance, that disturbance will like flow through that string in a very high speed, at a very high speed. But if that string is not very tight, and if you give thoda sa disturbance, then that disturbance will not go at the same rate, at the same speed as it was going when the string was very tight. Okay, so it was assumed, it was observed that speed of wave will be directly proportional to tension inside the string. But how will it be directly proportional to tension, or will it be directly proportional to tensions ka square, or like we don't know. Yeah, it will be proportional to it, but what will be the power of it, that we don't know. Okay, so let us, I have considered here velocity or the speed of wave is directly proportional to t to the power a. Now similarly, this is very easy. Like if the string element, if you take a small element, if mass of that string element is high, is large, if the mass of that string element is large, what will happen to the speed? Speed will be less because of the inertia. क्या करेगा? Inertia के कारण the speed will decrease. So it was assumed, it was observed that you can also write this as speed of wave in a string can be written as proportional to t to the power a divided by mu to the power b. So what is mu here? This is mu. Mu is nothing but the mass per unit length of that small element. Okay, because mass of that small element will be like, how will you represent that? So per unit length will give a better idea. So that is why we define speed of the wave will be directly proportional to t to the power a and inversely proportional to mu to the power b. But since we are talking about velocity here or the speed here, so we know dimensional property, like principle of homogeneity, right? We have studied dimensional analysis. So if this is correct, this equation is correct, then whatever the dimension this left hand side quantity is having, the same dimension this right hand side quantity must have. Okay, so if you compare the dimension, comparing the dimensions on both the sides, okay. So if you are going to compare the dimensions on both the sides, dimension of m, dimension of l, dimension of t and all, you will get a will be equal to 1/2 and b will be equal to 1/2. अभी जिनको समझ में नहीं आता है, dimensional analysis कर सकते हो आप, but I don't want to spend time there because this is the first chapter of Q1 that you have studied. This is the last chapter of Q1, so I hope everybody is comfortable with that. So consider that as an assignment and try to get the value of a and b. Will get half only. Okay. So from there we'll say speed of wave will be directly proportional to, or you can say that some constant c into square root of t by mu. So this is the relation that I have obtained using dimensional analysis. Okay. So empirically, using some observations, it was assumed that c will be equal to 1. So finally we got velocity or the speed of wave will be equal to square root of t divided by mu. So this is what the relation between tension, or you can say that speed of wave and property of the medium. Because what is this tension? Tension is what? Tension in the string. What is mu? Mu is the mass per unit length of the string. And these are the property of the string, and string is the medium here. Okay. So V will be square root of T by mu. So this is how we can derive the speed of wave using dimensional analysis method. There are two other methods. Uska bhi use kar sakte ho. But in normal class right now, I am not in mood to explain that, and I don't want you to get confused also, because that is not very, very important. कोई उसका application तुम्हें समझ नहीं आएगा. In any of the wave chapter, any of the wave concept, you'll never find that there is an application of the derivation somewhere. So it's not that important, but still, if you want कि मैं तुझे derive करके बताऊं, so anyway we are going to conduct some special class for JEE Main or Advanced. So where there I'll be going through those derivations, and believe me, that will be open for all of you. It's not like this only few of you can join. Everybody can join. So I'm just saving time here also, and I also don't want to confuse few of you. Okay, for NEET and CD, this is also not required. We just have to remember this. That's it. Okay. For JEE Mains also, this is not required. But this is what here we have utilized the concept, the dimension analysis concept. That is why I have used that. Bata diya, koi no problem. Okay. Chalo. So I hope you understood this, guys. Click yes if you understood this. Chalo. Very good. So let us solve then some numericals based on this formula only, because this is very, very important formula. And there have been instances where direct question has been asked from this relation. Directly पूछ दिया है, ठीक है? So we'll solve few numericals based on the same relation. So let's start with question number 1. ठीक है? Today I'll not be launching so many polls. I'll try to give you a question, then I'll ask you to solve it. I'll give you some time, and then again I'll solve it. ठीक है? So today I'm not going to launch that many polls कि आप A, B, C दी जाओ. ठीक है? थोड़ा सा टाइम बचाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ मैं. First question is, let's consider a very simple question. Let us say this is a ceiling and a string is suspended through it. At the end of the string, there is a block of 2 kg. There is a block of 2 kg. Okay. Now, let us say the mu value is given to you as, yeah, consider करो इसको 0.5 और या मैं ऐसे mu लिखता हूँ. Let me consider a general term. Why to calculate it and all? Let me consider some general term. This is what? M. Mass of the block is what? M. And I am asking you, find the speed of the wave at topmost point of the string. ठीक है? Question समझ में आया सबको? So at the topmost point of the string, what you have to assume here, if like however I should also ask you something, but मैंने क्या बोला? Assuming no effect in tension due to mass of the string. First इसको assume करना है. So you have to assume that there will not be any effect in the tension due to mass of the string. That means mass of string is very, very less as compared to the mass of the block. Okay. So considering that, what will be the speed of the wave at the topmost point of the string? ये पूछा है आपसे. See, can I say that whatever the speed that will be here, the same speed will be here also? Reason, we know that speed of the string, that is v, is nothing but square root of t divided by mu. Here mu is constant, right? Mu is what? Constant. This is what? Mu of the string. What about tension? Can I say if I change the tension, speed will change? But since this is given to us that there will not be any effect in tension due to mass of the string, that means we have to consider mu as very small as compared to m. Then I'll say whatever tension you're going to get here, the same tension will be here also. So throughout the string, at all the points on the string, the speed of the wave will be same. Okay. So let me find the tension. What will be the tension here? So tension at this point will be, how will you get that? So tension will be T in upward direction, mg will be in downward direction. This is an equilibrium condition. So T will be equal to mg. So I'll write here mg divided by mu. So this is the speed at all the points. I'll write at all the points of the string. ठीक है, तो ऐसा कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है. At all the point of the string you will find this will be the speed of the wave. चलो समझ में आया guys? Guys click yes if you understood this. How to solve this question? This is very easy question. Okay, चलो इससे आगे थोड़ा बात करते हैं. Now let me ask you one more numerical. Now here consider this is mass capital M, this is mu, okay, and length of the string is given to you as small l. You have to find the same. Find the speed of wave at topmost point of the string. ये question है. But here I'm not asking you. I have not given any kind of assumption here. I have not given this part also. I have given you the length of it. ठीक है, सब कुछ दिया मैंने. But I have not given you that you have to consider this part, that the mu is very small or something of that sort. So considering mass of this string also, that this mass of the string will also play a role in finding the tension. That means at this point tension will be not equal to capital Mg but something else. ठीक है, so I'm giving you some time here. Let me give you 1 minute time here. Try to solve this, guys. Try to solve this question. Or in this case, if you ask me, let me give you option on. Option A, square root of mg divided by mu. Option B, square root of mg plus mu l divided by mu. Option C, m plus mu into L into G divided by mu. Option D, mu L divided by, sorry, mu LG, sorry, इसको change करो. Yeah, m plus mu L into G divided by mu. So let me launch a poll only. Okay. So I have launched a poll here also. Please respond to this question using the poll. If you can see the poll, answer karo on the poll. If you can't see the poll, if the poll is not appearing on the screen, you can use the chat section. Okay, ठीक है, good. Good, very good. Chalo. So I got few answers in the chat also. Few of you are going for C, few of you are going for A, B. चलो सब मिला के जा रहे हो. Unity में ध्यान रखते ना. Okay, now in the chat section, C is the majority. Ravi Kiran, what is your question? I didn't answer. We should consider top which points. कौन सा point topmost point है? कौन सा point topmost point है बच्चा? मैं topmost point ये थोड़ी मानूंगा. String का topmost point. This is the topmost point. Which kind of question you are asking, Ravi Kiran? भांग का क्या है वो क्या? चलो anyway कोई बात नहीं. Good, good. Let me end the poll here. So 57% of you have gone for option C, 29% B, 9% A, 6% D. And there are many of you who have gone for C in the chat section also. चलो देखते हैं कैसे solve करेंगे. So where do we need to find the speed? We need to find the speed at this point. So what will be the tension at this point we have to find, and then the answer would be square root of P by mu. So what will be the tension at this point? Find out and then put the value, get the answer. So let me draw the diagram here, or yeah. So this was the ceiling. This was the string. and this is the block. Okay, so this was capital M. And what will be if I ask you to draw the free body diagram of this part? Okay, if I ask you to draw the free body diagram of this part, तो मैंने इसको क्या बोला, थोड़ा सा नीचे शो करो, and consider the point on the string is here. So what will happen? Tension will be here in this direction, and this part will also have a tension in upward direction, right? यही होगा ना? So this tension, they are same. I have to find the value of T. So can I say this object is what in equilibrium condition? What are the forces acting on it? So I'll say one of the forces is what? Capital Mg. But since now this string is also having mass, so what is the mass of this part? What is the mass of the string? Mass of the string is what? Mu into L into, what is the weight of it? Mu into L into G, mass into acceleration due to gravity. So what is the force what are the forces that are being applied on this body? So I'll say M into G of the block and mass of the string into G of the string. So what is the mass of this? Mu is what? Mass per unit length. So mu is what? Mass per unit length. What is the length of this? L. So mu into L will be the mass of the string into G. So this is the weight, or this is the force of gravity. So this is the total force that is acting on this body. And since this is in equilibrium condition, so I can write that this tension will be equal to capital Mg plus mu into L into G. Now, what will be the speed then? Speed will be equal to, this is what? At the topmost point. So speed will be tension at the topmost point divided by mu. Mu will be constant everywhere, right? Yes, Gokul, you can do that. So what is the tension at the topmost point? Mg plus mu Lg divided by, what is the mass per unit length? Mu. So this is the correct answer. And what is that? If you take G as out, so you'll get M plus mu L into G divided by mu. So option C is the correct answer. Well done, guys. Most of you got the correct answer. Very good. No, who told you, Shankar, the tension will be same in throughout the string? If the string is massless, then tension will be same everywhere. Is string massless here? सबका मास है ना, जैसे जैसे ऊपर जाओगे टेंशन बढ़ता जाएगा. ठीक है, चलो. In dimension, in dynamics of motion, we have already studied this, guys. So let me ask you one more numerical here. That is also very, very easy. Let us consider a car or a cart here. Okay. Let us consider a cart. ये छोटा छोटा इसका पहिया है. And let's say this is okay. So this is a cart. This is a string. Okay. And let me give you the tension in the string is, tension in the string is, let me give you this as 10 Newton. Tension in the string is what? 10 Newton. और 10 और ज़्यादा लिखता हूँ मैं, 100 Newton, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा, 100 Newton, okay? And mass per unit length of the string is given to us as 0.25 kg per meter. So what is that? 0.25 kg per meter. Question is, what should be the speed of cart? What should be the speed of cart so that speed of pulse or the wave is 0 with respect to ground? Okay, यही question है. So this is the question. Try to get the answer for it. पोल में इसका ऑप्शन देता हूँ, डोंट वरी, कुछ देर में देता हूँ अभी. हाँ. So option A, I think you'll be getting, yeah. So option A, 20 meter per second in rightward direction, और सीधा ऐसे लिखता हूँ मैं, छोड़ो राइट लेफ्ट छोड़ो, समझ में आ जाएगा आपको. 20 meter per second, 40 meter per second, 30 meter per second, or option D, 60 meter per second. So out of these two options, you have to get the correct answer. बहुत आसान है बच्चा लोग, बहुत आसान है. Tension in the string is given to us as 100 Newton. Mass per unit length of the string is 0.25 kg per meter. What should be the speed of cart so that the speed of pulse is 0 with respect to ground? Cart का speed कितना होना चाहिए? ओके, चलो बढ़िया है, बहुत लोगों ने आंसर कर दिया. गुड गुड, बहुत बढ़िया. नन ऑफ दीज भी हो सकता है, ध्यान से देखना, आंसर मिलना चाहिए, ऐसे ही तुक्केबाजी मत करना. पल्स इज नथिंग बट द वेव बच्चों. एक बार आपने once you give that थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्बेंस ना, a pulse will form. If you are having a string like this, यहाँ देखो ये string है, आपने थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्बेंस दिया ना, so this is that pulse, एक pulse, if you can see that. ठीक है, एक pulse. If I'll ask you the velocity or the direction, bacha, then Pavitra, I think you should be quoting that plus or minus. I just ask you what is the speed. If I'll modify this question and if I ask you what is the velocity of the pulse, or if I ask you, if I give some x or y coordinate or something of that sort, or direction, if I specify the direction, and if I modify the equation to velocity, then in that case you should be putting a negative sign or the direction. Okay, किसने बोला रवि किरण? Did I say the string is having mass or something of that sort? कुछ नहीं बोला भैया, बोल दिया ना, tension in the string is 100 Newton. So you don't have to talk about whether the string is massless or not. बोलना ही है सब जगह, considering. चलो रवि किरण, whenever this kind of question is given to you, that means the examiner asks you, imagine like expect you to consider the tension at all the points on the string will be same. Okay, so let me end the poll here. Good. So 54% in the poll have gone for option A, and in the chat I think almost every one of you have gone for option A only. Yeah, everyone, yeah. One of you have gone for D also. Some of you, like 2-3 of you have gone for B also. Anyway, chalo, dekhte hain kitna correct answer. So what is the question here? We have to find the speed of the pulse in speed of the pulse is 0 with respect to ground. So what's the speed of cart? So we have to find kya पूछना है, speed of the cart. तो क्या लिखेंगे? First of all, what is the condition? Condition is the speed of the speed of pulse should be 0 with respect to ground. तो वैसा लिखते हैं पहले. Speed of pulse with respect to ground, this should be 0. How can I write this? So I'll say speed of the pulse with respect to cart plus speed of the cart with respect to ground. So this must be equal to 0. This is how we use relative velocity concept, right? So speed of the pulse with respect to ground can be written as speed of the pulse with respect to cart, because pulse is on the cart and cart is moving with respect to ground also. So speed of pulse with respect to cart plus speed of cart with respect to ground, this must be 0. What is that thing that we know? Can I say with respect to cart, if you'll see, the speed of pulse is known to us. And what is that? So from here I can say that in terms of magnitude, I'll say speed of cart with respect to ground can be written as, or in terms of velocity and all, minus of speed of pulse with respect to cart. But in terms of magnitude, since they are negative vectors, so I can say speed of cart with respect to ground is nothing but speed of pulse with respect to cart. And what is the speed of pulse? The square root of t divided by mu. So speed of cart is nothing but tension is 100 divided by mu is 0.25. So 0.25 converted as 25 divided by 100. So 100 will go to the numerator. So this will give us 4. And square root of 400 is what? 20. So 20 meter per second. Right? Now, in this one, if the cart is moving in this, if pulse is moving in this direction, let me draw that. If pulse is moving in this direction, what should be the direction of velocity of cart? Velocity of cart should be in this direction, right? This should be 20 meter per second. And this is velocity of pulse, that is 20 meter per second with respect to cart. Okay? Chalo. So this is the solution for this question, guys. आगे बात करते हैं हम लोग. थोड़ा सा अच्छा सवाल करेंगे. Guys, click yes if you understood this. Click yes if you understood this. Okay, ठीक है. So next question based on this formula only. This is a kind of practice I'm going to give. ठीक है, सबको solve करना है इसको. So this is a ceiling, a string, a block, again a string, one more block. So this one is 2 kg, this one is 6 kg. Okay, fair. Yeah, this is mu is equal to 0.5, or let me write this as 5 gram per meter. ठीक है, and this is, let's say, let me change it to 2 kg also. इसको भी म्यूल रखो, इसका भी म्यूल कितना है 5 gram per meter. Okay, so Sri, stop that. I can't do that. ठीक है, there are 300 guys. I can't be doing that. चेक कर लो YouTube वीडियो, तुम्हें समझ में आ जाएगा. I can't be doing that, बच्चा. Sri, sorry, and stop messaging that thing one and again and again. I know that is a problem for you, but I can't be doing that. There's so many guys who are getting disconnected more often. So if I'll be doing that, class can never go forward. Okay, sorry for this. So yeah, yeah, this is the question. Find the ratio of, let me name some point here. This is point P and this is point Q. Find the ratio of speed. Find the ratio of speed of wave at P and Q. चलो try करो आंसर देना. Let us see, Pritish. बहुत बढ़िया, good. So find the ratio of speed of wave at point P and Q. So what will be the ratio of speed at P and what will the ratio of speed at Q? Get the ratio. उसका find करके ratio दिखा दो कितना होगा. Okay, few of you have already answered. मैंने ऑप्शन नहीं दिया है. Let me end the poll here. पोल का यहाँ पे कोई मीनिंग नहीं है, ऑप्शन मैंने दिया ही नहीं. ठीक है, you just solve this. In 1 minute I'll be explaining this, so you can verify your answer. Okay, 1:1, 2:1. ठीक है, there are so many guys who are going for 1:1. This has gone for 2. 2 and 2√2. क्या लिखा है? Answer is 2 and 2√2. Okay. Okay, there are so many who has gone for 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, 9:8. अच्छा, देखेंगे. Okay, ठीक है, good. So yeah, सब लोग जाग रहे हैं. Very good. Let me answer this for you. चलो देखो, let's start with speed at P. So what is speed at P? क्या बोलेंगे? Tension at P divided by mu at P. इसका square root, right? Now here you have to decide something. क्या decide करना है? Whether we need to, even if I give you length here, if I give you length also, let's say this is 1 meter and this is what? 2 meter. So my question is, do we need to consider the mass of this string or not? Now it's your choice. Do we need to consider, if I give you the length also, mu is also given to you. That means there is a mass of string, but do we need to consider the mass of string or not? Click yes if you want to consider it, click no if you don't want to consider it. Okay. चलो, few of you want to consider also. Okay, ठीक है, I got the point. Yeah, very good, very good. See, point is, if you see the mass per unit length, bacha, it is 5 gram only. So what is the mass of this string? 5 gram. What is the mass of this string? 10 gram. What is the mass of this block? 2 kg. That means 2000 gram. Okay. So this is 2000 gram. This is 5 gram. Can I say this is very, very large as compared to this? 2000 gram divided by 5, 400 times, right? So the mass of this string and this string is so small as compared to these masses that we can ignore them. If somebody asks you the accurate answer, you should be considering that. But in examinations like JEE Main or NEET or any of that sort, like any of examinations of that sort, that means where you have to give some kind of exact answer, you can ignore them because they are so small. Taking the square root of that will again make them further small. So you can, what you can do, you can ignore the mass of those things. Okay. So what I am doing here, I'll be ignoring the mass of these string. Okay, good. So what is tension at point P? So tension at point P will be nothing but 2 into G. So 2 is what? Like 2 is the mass and G is what? The acceleration due to gravity. So I'll write is equal to 2 into G divided by, don't read this 2 gram. This is what? M is 2 and G is the acceleration due to gravity. I don't want to put the value here because ratio nikalenge G cancel ho jayega. What is the value of mu here? 5. Now, do we need to consider it into kg per meter? Since we are talking about ratio, तो मुझे करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा. Still, you can, if you want to write, you can write like this accurately. Okay? आगे बात करेंगे. Speed at Q. What will be the speed at Q? Square root of tension at Q divided by mu. ठीक है? Yes, yes, Gokul, correct. So क्या मिलेगा इधर देखो. What will be the tension at point Q? So इसके नीचे कितना mass is being suspended? So I'll say 2 here, 2 here, right? So 2 plus 2, 4. So I'll write here 4G divided by, what is the mu? Sorry, what is the mu of this string? So mu of this string is nothing but same, 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. The speed of wave at P and speed of wave at Q, that means Vp divided by Vq is equal to, तो क्या मिलेगा? ये तो 5 into 5, 5 कैंसिल हो जाएगा. मिलेगा क्या मेरे को? G कैंसिल, तो 2 divided by 4 का स्क्वायर रूट. So answer will be 1 is to, sorry, so 2 is to, oh my bad, this. कितने लोग का ये आंसर आया था? मैंने कुछ और गड़बड़ किया. इसको और कैसे लिख सकते हो? इसको you can write like this, 1 is to, so 1 is to root 2. How many of you got this answer, guys? Good, very good. Yeah, in the chat section there were so many guys who have gone for this. Yeah, very good, very good. Sir, root 2 is to 1, no bacha. How? कैसे? I am talking about speed of wave at P and Q, तो Vp by Vq. ठीक है? Good, very good. चलो, let us solve अगला problem. So next problem is this one. यहाँ पे this is the ceiling and let us say this is a rod here or this is string और rope है यहाँ पे. And the length of this is given to you as L and mass per unit length is given to you as mu. Okay, so there is a rope or a string of mass per unit length mu and length is L. You have to find the speed of wave at a distance L by 3 from the bottom end. ठीक है? So find the speed of wave at a distance L by 3 from the bottom end. Guys, am I visible to all of you? Can you see my video? Am I visible to all of you? Can you see the board? Can you see me? Click yes if you can see that. Okay, yeah, it's working. I think there was one who was not able to see that. कुछ internet problem है बच्चा, check करो. So try to solve this. If you want options, I'll give option as square root of L by 4G, square root of नहीं ऑप्शन नहीं दूंगा, फिर तुम लोग जुगाड़ लगाओगे. Try to solve this. I'll solve this बाद में. I'll not give you option here. I need you to solve this. Few of you are just going for some dimensional analysis. ये नहीं होगा सर, वो नहीं होगा सर. I'll ask you how many of you got the answer. Sir, root of 2lg by 3. अच्छा देखते हैं. टू एल जी बाई 3. ओके, एल जी बाई 3, एल जी बाई 3 और ओके ठीक है, ठीक है, गुड. एल बाई 3g तो डायमेंशनली गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. इफ यू राइटिंग g in the denominator, तो डायमेंशनली इट विल नॉट बी करेक्ट ना अभिषेक. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ l by 3g will not be correct ना. Okay, yeah, very good, very good. I think most of you are answering that. Yeah, I am having minimum 50 answers in the chat. Good, ठीक है. So let me solve this for you. Okay, बहुत आसान है. The next section that I'm going to discuss, that will be थोड़ा सा अच्छा. So what is the speed of wave? To find the speed of wave, we need to know what is the tension, right? Ty mu. So what is tension at which point we need to find? At a distance of L by 3 from the bottom point. That means this is the point P. So we have to find what is the tension at point P divided by mu. So how we are going to find the tension at point P? क्या करेंगे? Free body diagram बना लेते हैं, right? So let me draw that free body diagram of L by 3 length. ठीक है? So this is what, let's say tension at this is what T, and then there'll be mass of this body, mass of this part that will be acting, or sorry, force of gravity that will act in the downward direction. What will the force of gravity? So what is the mass of this? Let's say m. So m into g. But what will be the mass of this? So I'll say mass is nothing but mu into length. What is the length of this? So L by 3. So mu into L by 3 into g. So this is the mass. Okay? But is this particular part going anywhere? Is this having any acceleration? No. So what will I say? That this tension T must be equal to mu Lg by 3. Just put the value here. Square root of mu Lg by 3 into mu. So mu or mu cancel. So what is the speed at point P? So speed at point P is nothing but square root of Lg by 3. Yeah, most of you have got the correct answer. What is m, Rahul? I didn't get it. What is m? I didn't give m anywhere. In the question, do you find m as a variable? I have not given m anywhere, right? So m cannot be the part of the answer, right? So this is the answer for this question. Now, अगला question जो कि अच्छा है, question है इसी में, find the time taken by the wave to reach the topmost point if it is, or you can say that if the wave has been produced at bottom point at t is equal to 0. So this is the next question. Question क्या है? Find the time taken by the wave to reach the topmost point if the wave has been produced at the bottom at t is equal to 0. That means at t is equal to 0, at the bottom point a wave has been created. So this has been given a what? A wave. A pulse has been created here. Now what will be the time taken by this pulse to travel पूरा distance and reach at the topmost point? So this is the question. चलो solve करने की कोशिश करो. So what will the time taken by the wave which have been created, which have been produced at the free end, at the bottom end at t is equal to 0? चलो guys, attempt करो जल्दी से इसको. I'll give you पक्का कितना मिनट? 2 मिनट दूंगा मैं इसमें. I'll give you 2 minutes to solve. Please try to solve this. And if you get the answer before 2 minutes, write that answer in the chat. Square root of L by G, G by 3L. अच्छा. g by 3l, square root of g by 3l तो is not dimensionally correct rate. Time बोल रहा हूँ ना, तो g by 3l में meter per second square by meter, per second is not the dimension of time ना, or unit of time. Priti's question is, a wave has been produced at the bottom end, okay, and you have to find the time taken by this wave to travel or to reach the top end. So wave ऐसा करके हिला दिया इसको. A wave has been produced here, okay. So what will the time taken by this wave to reach the topmost point? This is the question. Okay, so many answers. Square root of L by G, square root of 3L by G. Okay, I hope most of you are going for this. Sir, I got the speed, I got the distance. So distance by speed is nothing but the time taken. Yeah, I think you are going for that only. How many of you are using this formula, guys? That time taken will be equal to distance traveled divided by speed. How many of you are going for this? Raise your hand or click yes. Okay, so many yes, so many raised hand. Okay, बहुत लोगों ने किया. Can anybody tell what is wrong here? Let me give you the hint here. This is wrong. You cannot use this here. Now raise your hand who wants to answer the reason for that. Why this is wrong? Okay, Dhanashri. Sorry, Ketaki, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me, bacha, what is the reason why we can't use this?
Sir, the velocity is not constant.
Very good, very good. Chalo, बहुत बढ़िया. चलो देखो, तो actually this is the correct answer. I'm not going to ask others also. I think you got the correct the reason behind it. See, why velocity is not constant? Very, very simple reason. Velocity at each and every point is what? Different. Why? Because tension at each and every point is what? Different. So if tension varies, what will happen? The speed will vary. And if speed is not constant, you cannot use this formula. In standard 9th or 7th, we have studied distance covered will be speed into time when there is no any acceleration, when there is no any change of speed. But when there will be change of speed, तो उसका कुछ अलग जुगाड़ लगता है, right? So you cannot use this formula. तो इसको ऐसे बॉक्स में बना लो बक्सा में और ऐसे क्रॉस कर लेना. This is wrong, पक्का wrong. ठीक है? Okay. चलो, there are so many of you who have got the same answer using the same concept. Now let me give you another 1 minute to solve this. Now you know this is not the correct approach. Try to solve कुछ अलग सा, कुछ दूसरा approach करके. Velocity is not constant. Very good, Vani. Yes, correct है. Yes, Pratish. Then do that. You have to use that calculus part. Use करो. Yeah, I'm going to give you 1 more minute, guys. Come on, try to solve this. Root GL. अच्छा, देखेंगे. How did you solve, बच्चा? Vijay Lakshmi. Can you hear me? Vijay Lakshmi. Vijay Lakshmi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ बच्चा बोलो. How did you solve it?
So I just calculated the velocity.
Where? At the topmost point.
Nice, sir.
Then velocity will be different at all the points, ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा देखो उसको, ठीक है? चलो. और कितने लोग का आंसर है? वीरभद्रा, थोड़ा check the dimension, बच्चा. You are answering at square root of 3g. I don't think that is the correct answer. Square root of 3g means what? Meter per second square का square root. So that is not dimensionally correct also. Netra, the same, square root gl. Ravi Kiran, check the dimension of the answer that you are quoting. थोड़ा सा आराम से. Tanmay, square root of 4lg. अच्छा. Yes, Prashant, you have to use calculus. Yeah, you have to use calculus. Integrate करना पड़ेगा. Yeah. See, when velocity is not constant, that means क्या करना है हमें? Like you have to consider a region where velocity is constant. तो dx मानेंगे. ठीक है, तो लेट मी सॉल्व दिस फॉर यू. चलो okay, so this was the question here. Let me draw that. ऐसा कुछ. Okay, so here velocities was changing at all the points. हर जगह velocity क्या है, अलग अलग है. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, I'll find the region where velocity is constant and then I'll use, or otherwise मैं लिखता हूँ ऐसे, सिंपल सी बात है. From a distance, sorry, at a distance of x from the bottommost point, let us say there is a region, or this छोटा सा part dx. ये वो region है, okay? So at a distance of x from the bottommost point, there is a region dx. So at this point, tell me what will be the velocity. At this point, what will be the velocity? Let me call this point as again p. So speed at p will be written as, क्या लिखेंगे? Speed at p will be, sorry, mu क्यों लिखा? So speed at p will be written as square root of tension at p divided by mu. What is tension at p? So tension will be nothing but weight of the part, weight of the rope, which is what? Behind this point, or which is below this point. That will be handled by this. So कितना होगा इसका weight? So for that I'll write this as square root of tension will be mu into x is the mass below this, right? Mass of the rod which is below the point p is what? Mu into x into g will be what? The force of gravity divided by mu. So ये cancel हुआ. So I'm getting velocity at point p is nothing but square root of xg. Correct है? But what is this velocity at p को और कैसे लिख सकते हैं? Can I say that this vp can be written as dx by dt, right? This vp can be written as dx by dt, right? And this dx by dt can be written as square root of x into g. Now we have to find the time. So I can write dt is equal to dx divided by square root of xg. Now I have to find the time. तो क्या करेंगे, इसको इंटीग्रेट करेंगे. So when time here in limit, what are the variables of integration here? T. So when time was 0, what was the value of x? 0. When time t was 0, what was the value of x? 0. The particle was, or the wave was at this point. When the value will become this, because I have to find the time when the wave will come to the topmost point. What is the value of x in that point? So that will be L. The length of this rod is what? L. So when x will become L, let us say time taken is what? Small t, right? अब इसको integrate करेंगे. तो integration of dt will what? Give us t. Limit of integration 0 to t. That will give you t is equal to. Now integration of this part. Integration of this part. Can I say that square root of g is what? Constant. So I'll take it out first. 1 by square root of g. Integration of dx by square root x from 0 to L. Now integration of 1 by root x 1 by root x can be written as x to the power minus half. So integration of x to the power n dx, we know the formula, nx to the power, sorry, not nx to the power, this is differentiation. ठीक है, क्या लिखते हैं? x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So here what is the value of n? Minus half. So I'll write this as 1 by square root of g into x to the power, sorry, x to the power minus half plus 1 divided by minus half plus 1. What are the limits? 0 to L. Now put the limits. So t is equal to 1 by root under g into x to the power minus half divided by, कितना इधर है? Half, right? Is what? 1 minus half, that is half. तो half मिला, तो इसको आंसर क्या मिलेगा? Now put the limit here. तो 0 to L. So I'll be getting 1 by square root of g into this half. 2 will go in the numerator. So 2 divided by square root of x. Limit is 0 to L. Now if you put the value, wait, कुछ गड़बड़ हुआ है क्या? 0 put करोगे तो not defined हो जाएगा क्या रे बच्चा? Okay, sorry, this is not minus half. This is what? Plus half. This is what? Plus half. Yeah, so yeah, this was the mistake here. because if you put 0 na, it will be undefined, not defined, infinity हो जाएगा. So 1 by square root of g into 2 into x to the power, or root x, limit will be 0 to L. So correct answer will be 2 square root of L by g. So what is the correct answer? 2 into square root of L by g. So how many of you got this answer, guys? Click yes if you got this answer. How many of you got this answer? Okay, few of you. Okay, good. Pranav, Ganesh, 11 of you in the participant list. Okay, good. Guys, click yes if you understood this, or if you need any clarification in this one. Please ask me. If you need any clarification, write that on the chat. Don't ask me to repeat again. Ask me the specific point. कौन सा point में problem है? किधर? ऊपर नीचे? This one. So this has started from here. ठीक है? This has been started from here. I have considered a छोटा सा point at a distance of x from the bottom. ठीक है? Now down. आगे जाइए. Okay. ठीक है? Okay. Last third step. This is the last second third step. This is what x to the power minus half plus 1. So 1 minus half is what? Half. So x to the power half divided by 1 minus half is what? Again half. How dx become x to the power minus? Dx has not become x to the power half, Dhanush. That is the integration I have done it. This is what x 1 by root x is nothing but x to the power minus half. And integration x to the power n dx is called as x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So I have actually integrated it. So I have used the formula for integration here. Dx has not become x to the power minus half. Root under x has become x to the power minus half. And then I have integrated it. Okay, Dhanush? Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So ये क्वेश्चन हो गया. Now let us move to one more numerical जो और अच्छा है. I think ये क्वेश्चन कोई पूछा गया था. So this will be the last question of this topic. ठीक है? आगे फिर हम लोग कुछ नया थ्योरी पढ़ेंगे. So question is हाँ. मैं भूल गया क्वेश्चन भी यार. Let us say sorry. Yeah. So this is a block. And yeah, this is length of this is, let's say कुछ भी length मानूं क्या? कुछ भी मानता हूं. A wave of, question is a wave of wavelength. ध्यान से देखना question guys. A wave of wavelength lambda has been produced at the bottom of the string. ठीक है? Question समझ में आया? So here question is like this. A wave of wavelength lambda has been produced at the bottom of the string. So from the at the bottom of the string, a wavelength has been produced. ठीक है? A wave has been produced. And what is the wavelength of that? That is lambda. Let us say mass of this is m. Mass of this is what? M. Mass per unit length is mu, and length of this is given to you as L. Okay. Mass of this is capital M. Mass of the block is capital M. Mass per unit length is what? Mu, and length of the string is what? L. Now question is, what will be the wavelength of wave at the topmost point? ठीक है? Question समझ में आया guys? A wave of wavelength lambda has been produced at the bottom of the string. Now what will be the wavelength of wave at the topmost point? यहाँ पे speed में पूछ ही नहीं रहा हूँ. I'm not asking you what will the speed. Chandrasekhar, good morning. Please sit properly. क्या हो गया? दादाजी कहानी सुना रहे हैं? राजा रानी सब मर गए रे. अभी राजकुमार का आया राज. ठीक से बैठो. So guys, click yes if you understood the question first. I think मैंने कुछ mix up किया है, but still click yes if you understood the question. Okay, thank you. Acha, few of you didn't understand. Let me again reiterate this. See, there is a string of length capital L, mass per unit length is mu, and there is a block of mass capital M which is suspended thread. Okay. Now at time t is equal to, कभी भी क्या किया गया, a wave of wavelength, यहाँ पे एक wave produce किया गया, a wave has been produced from at this point, at the bottommost point. ठीक है. So a wave of wavelength lambda. So what is the wavelength of that wave which has been produced? That is lambda. Has been produced at the bottom of this string. There, that wave has been produced. What will be the wavelength of wave at the topmost point? ये पूछा है. Okay, I'm getting some answers also. Guys, come on, attempt करो जल्दी से इसको. Tanmay √2 lambda. Ganesh lambda root m plus L by m. अच्छा, √2 lambda. Lambda root m plus, चलो कुछ लोगों ने कुछ तो किया है. लेट मी टॉक टू गणेश. गणेश कैसे किया बताओ बच्चा. व्हाट इज योर कॉन्सेप्ट, कौन सा कॉन्सेप्ट यूज किया है? गणेश पाडुरंगा. या गणेश, कैन यू हियर मी?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you बच्चा. Tell me, how did you get that answer बच्चा?
Sir, t is directly proportional to root t, sir,
हाँ,
and v is directly proportional to lambda, sir.
v is directly proportional to lambda. Are you sure?
हाँ sir, v equal to lambda by t.
But what about t?
What's the time period, sir?
Huh? Why did you consider time period as constant? See, if you are saying v is equal to lambda by t or lambda into f, the frequency, and if you're saying that speed is directly proportional to lambda, that means you are considering frequency as constant.
हाँ sir.
On which ground you have considered frequency as constant?
Yes, sir,
Did you
then
get my point?
हाँ sir, I got it.
अच्छा, तो see, actually going correct, but उसमें आपको आंसर करना होगा. Like, चलो, think about it. Okay? Very good.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so yeah, Pratish has gone for again 2 root ml plus. Okay, कुछ तो है. Mu is the mass per unit length. Okay, ठीक है. Well done, guys. You guys are attempting it अच्छे से. वो बहुत अच्छा. Does velocity, Vijay Lakshmi is asking, does velocity at topmost and bottommost point is same? Why it will be same, bacha? Tension is not same, na? If tension is not same at the topmost point and bottommost point, then speed will not be the same. Because when देख यहाँ पे mu के बारे में दिया ना, mu is what, a kind of variable here. It has not been mentioned here that mu is what, very less. Or the effect of mass of string will not come to the tension. कुछ नहीं बोला. That means you have to consider that also, ना? ओके, ठीक है. गुड. थोड़ा ये अच्छा सवाल है गाइस, बहुत टफ नहीं है, आसान है. एक छोटा पॉइंट मुझे, आई हैव टू लाइक एक्सप्लेन अ वेरी स्मॉल पॉइंट हियर. ठीक है यार, एंड दैट विल बी वेरी यूजफुल इन wave optics also. That will be useful in wave, any of the wave. That will be very useful. Let me talk to Pratish. Pratish, कैसे सॉल्व किया तुमने? Pratish, can you hear me?
Yes sir, I can hear you.
हाँ बच्चा, बोलो, how did you solve it?
सर हमें पहले से ही पता था कि टाइम कितना लगेगा सर, मतलब
कैसे?
टॉप मोस्ट पॉइंट पे टाइम हमने निकाला था सर.
तो टाइम निकाला था, तो फिर उससे क्या मालूम चला?
वी नो दैट टाइम इज नथिंग बट लैम्डा अपॉन वी.
Yes,
और
so,
हमें वी का वैल्यू भी पता था सर, मतलब टॉप मोस्ट पॉइंट पे कितना रहेगा. तो टी भी पता है, वी भी पता है. तो
अच्छा, लास्ट
That's
क्वेश्चन
it.
तुमने रेफर किया क्या?
शायद वैसा हो सकता है.
अच्छा, तो so you have referred the last question?
यस सर.
No, don't link that last question ना, fresh में बताओ. If this is the question that I am asking you, तब तो फिर तुम्हें like you have to integrate it again ना here, right? तो टाइम निकालोगे, फिर आगे बात करोगे, right?
यस.
तो फिर उसमें भी तो परेशानी हो जाएगा ना. You can't write directly ना v into वो वाला form directly, because speed is not constant here ना.
यस सर.
समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
यस.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया. चलो, वेल डन. दूसरे से बात करता हूँ मैं. गणेश इज सेइंग सर वी आर नॉट चेंजिंग ओमेगा. व्हाट इज ओमेगा? एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी, राइट? चलो मैं सॉल्व करता हूँ. ठीक है, सॉल्व करके बताता हूँ. कुछ लोग, यार देयर सो मेनी ऑफ यू हु हैव आंसर्ड दिस. वेल डन. लेट मी आंसर दिस फॉर यू. ठीक है, बहुत आसान है एक्चुअली. आई हैव ऑलरेडी टॉट यू लाइक टोल्ड यू कि करना क्या है. When I was talking to Ganesh, he actually reached there. उसने like he assumed something. उसने क्या assume किया that capital T will be constant or F will be constant. क्या लिखा उसने that this lambda is nothing but V into F, right? Lambda is yes, Tanmay. So lambda is nothing but V into F, and he assumed unknowingly like F will be constant. But why can we assume that F will be constant? How can we say that F will be constant? There is a very simple reason for that. What is frequency? Frequency is nothing but the number of oscillations per unit time, right? Number of periodicity. मतलब कितने एक टाइम में कितना एक oscillation हो जाएगा, एक complete motion हो जाएगा. So for that, can I say that this frequency depends on the source of wave? If you consider a string, ठीक है, मैं मान लो इसी को string मानता हूँ. If you can see that, if this is the string I'm talking about, ठीक है, if this is the string I'm talking about, and this is the free end, this is the fixed end, and this is the free end. If I'm going to give some kind of oscillation here, ठीक है, can I say how frequent I'm going to oscillate? That will be the frequency. That will the frequency of the wave that is going to produce. If I'm going to oscillate slowly, आराम से धीरे धीरे, then the frequency of wave will be small. If I'm going to oscillate बहुत जल्दी, then the frequency of wave will be what? Larger one, right? So can I say that? Sorry, my voice was echoing because मैंने headphone निकाल लिया था, दूर से बोल रहा था. Anyway, so I can say that if you are not changing the source, that means frequency must not change. So frequency depends on, let me write a note here. Frequency depends on source of the wave. So frequency depends on source of the wave. So if you're not changing the source, frequency will not change, right? Okay, Pratish. So if frequency, frequency will change if you change the source. So if source is oscillating jaldi, so if you're having an oscillator which is oscillating at a very high speed, that means the frequency of wave will be very high. If you're having an oscillator which is like a buddha, आराम से ऐसे कर रहा है, ठीक है? So the frequency of the wave will be smaller one, right? So here tell me whether we are changing the source of the wave. यहाँ पे कोई तो source था ना, that we are not changing that. यहाँ पे कुछ तो ऐसा oscillate हुआ, and then the same wave is flowing through this, is traveling through the medium. So I'll say in this case, frequency will remain same. Frequency will remain same. If frequency remains same, I can say that lambda is directly proportional to V. अभी बोल सकते हैं. So whatever Ganesh has done, now it is correct. तो क्या बोला? Lambda is directly proportional to V. So lambda at the bottommost point or topmost point divided by lambda at the bottommost point can be written as speed at the topmost point divided by speed at the bottommost point. So what is the speed at the topmost point? So tension at the topmost point divided by mu, that is constant, सब जगह same है, divided by क्या लिखेंगे इधर? क्या कुछ गड़बड़ लिखा है क्या? V by F. Okay, my bad, मेरी गलती, sorry. So lambda is what? V by F. Thank you guys. Thank you Gopal Krishna for notifying that. Thank you. मेरी गलती है. Sorry. गब्बर गुस्सा मत करना रे. Square root of VB, volume like velocity at the bottom. क्या मिलेगा velocity at the bottom? Tension at the bottom divided by mu. Mu will get cancelled. Mu is same throughout this thing. What mu is same. So we have to find the ratio of tension at the top point divided by tension at the bottom point. So lambda at top point is equal to lambda at bottom point is equal to, what is the tension at the topmost point? So square root of capital M plus mu into L into G, right? Capital M plus, capital M is what? This mass. What is mass of this thing? Mu into L. So capital M plus mu into L into G divided by, what is the tension at the bottom? Directly M into G. So G और G शहीद हुए हमारे लिए. क्या मिला इधर? Square root of capital M plus mu L divided by capital M. So what is the lambda at topmost point? What is lambda at the bottommost point? This is given to us, that is lambda. है ना? So put the value here. So I'll get square root of capital M plus mu L divided by capital M into lambda. तो ये हुआ आंसर. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, क्लिक यस इफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस, क्लिक यस इफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. इसमें what was the key point here, what you have to understand, you have to note this one, that frequency depends on source of the wave. ठीक है, if you change the medium also, frequency will not change unless you are changing the source. ठीक है, okay, Vadhiraj was very near. अच्छा ठीक है, good. So guys, let me know if you understood this. Okay, very good, well done. सबको समझ में आएगा. Sir, second last step. Okay, last second step. कौन सा point? This one. See, we have to find tension at the topmost point, right? Tension at the topmost point, that means this one. So what is the weight that this point is holding, right? So weight of this part, what is mass of this part? Mass of this part is mass capital M plus mass of this string. What is mass of this string? Mass per unit length is mu, length of the string is L. So mu into L is mass of the string. So what is the total mass? Capital M plus mu L, right? Into G will be what? Force of gravity. So that is the tension that will be developed at the topmost point. What will be tension at the bottommost point? So this point is holding is nothing but handling this part only, which is below this. That is the block. So what is the weight of the block? That is capital M into G. So tension at this point will be capital M into G only. So that is what I have written here. So tension at the top is what? Capital M plus mu into L into G. Tension at the bottom is capital M into G. If you see that, G will get cancelled. I'll be getting M plus mu L divided by M का square root. चलो, सबको समझ में आ गया? Very good. Let me clear this. Good. Sir, next question. No, अभी बहुत हुआ. Like we have solved so many questions here. Next question के लिए मैं कुछ assignment दे दूँगा. देखो, see how many questions we have solved here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions solved here, right? अभी आगे कुछ करेंगे. Isn't angular frequency? Yes, if f is same, small f is same, so angular frequency will be 2 pi f. So that will also be same. Yes, correct. Frequency, linear frequency and angular frequency, both of them will depend on the source of the wave. If you're changing the source, they will change. If you're not changing the source, they will not change. Okay? Okay, if you're changing the medium, frequency will remain same. Okay? If you're changing the medium, frequency will remain same. But what will happen to the speed? That will change. ठीक है, वो सब आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. डोंट वरी. ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ वेव, रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ वेव, सब कुछ डिस्कस करेंगे. बट लेट अस गो टू नेक्स्ट टॉपिक हियर. ठीक है, most of you like sorry, not most of you, you have been already taught what is phase and phase difference, right? So now let me explain here what is phase difference. उसके बाद पढ़ेंगे what is the time difference equivalent to phase difference, and then what is the path difference. तीनों में क्या relation है, that we are going to discuss. So relation between phase difference and path difference. ठीक है, we are going to study what is relation between phase difference and path difference. Path difference का मतलब क्या है? See, if you are having a wave like this, let's say if you are having a wave pulse like this, okay, if you're having a pulse like this, tell me what is the path difference between this point and this one. Let me use the laser here, this one and this one. What is the path difference between this point and this point? So I'll say this distance is what? The path difference. Okay, so I'll say the path difference between these 2 points is what? Lambda. Yes, Charan, correct. What is path difference between these 2 points? Lambda by 2. Yes, Chetan, correct. What is the path difference between this point and this point? Lambda by 4. If I ask you what is the path difference between this point and this point, क्या कहेंगे? This is nothing but 3 lambda by 4. Okay, so path difference मतलब कितना है कि what is the difference or what is the extra length that a wave will travel. ठीक है, इस point और इस point के बीच में कितना extra length है, distance की बात करें सिर्फ, तो what is the extra path that wave will travel. Okay, चलो. So, but what will be the relation between phase difference and path difference? So there's few methods also जिसमें हम लोग कुछ will find phase difference and will equate with path difference और कुछ relation निकालते हैं. मैं एक छोटा सा बहुत तुच्चा सा एक unitary method use करूंगा. ठीक है, क्या unitary method use करूंगा समझने के लिए. ठीक है, tell me what is the path difference, phase difference between 2 points. If I say this is 1 and this is 2, tell me what is the phase difference between these 2 points. क्या बोलेंगे? 2 pi. Correct है? So this is the phase difference between these 2 points. And what is the path difference here? So I'll represent path difference as delta x. So that is nothing but lambda. Okay? तो इन्हीं का मैं इसी को इक्वेट करके मैं बात करता हूँ. So when phase difference is 2 pi, what was the path difference, guys? It was lambda, right? So when phase difference will become delta phi, what will be the path difference? So I'll take unitary method. तो क्या लिखेंगे? Lambda by 2 pi into delta phi. ठीक है? But what is this? This is nothing but delta x. So can I write this delta x is nothing but lambda by 2 pi into delta phi. So I can write this as delta phi divided by, or delta x divided by lambda is equal to delta phi divided by 2 pi. Sorry. So this is the relation between path difference and phase difference. इसको ऐसे याद रख सकते हो. दूसरा तरीका भी है, like if you consider two wave equations and if you keep omega as constant, then phase difference will be kx2 minus kx1. ऐसा भी कर सकते हो. K, you can write like this, kx2 minus x1. This is what? Phase difference. K is nothing but 2 pi by lambda, and x2 minus x1 is what? Delta x is equal to delta phi. So you'll get the same answer. But unitary method करने के लिए मैंने ऐसे कुछ बता दिया, ठीक है? Because why I didn't use this? Because I have to again explain कि ये कुछ negative नहीं होगा. What if I consider k x1 minus x2? तो just to avoid that confusion, मैंने आपको सिर्फ ये unitary method से बता दिया. Because we are talking about the phase difference, change in phase, change in path. ठीक है? So please remember this, guys. ये बहुत important है, आगे भी काम आएगा. This will be used in wave optics also. This will be used in sound wave also. सब जगह इसका use होने वाला है, ठीक है? Interference of wave, सब जगह we are going to use it. So, okay. Now, what will be the relation between phase difference and time difference? That means the difference in time which is equivalent to the phase difference. वो कैसे निकालेंगे? बहुत आसान है बच्चा लोग. फिर से मैं पूछता हूँ आपको. देखो, if I draw a wave pulse here, if the wave has to move from this point to this point, what will be the time taken by? I'll say 1 capital T, time period, right? If this wave, this point has to move here, that means this wave has to move here. So what will the time taken by this? 1 capital T, 1 time period, right? 1 time period will be taken by the wave to move from this point to this point, right? So I'll say that if I write here phase difference, and if I write here time difference, so again I'll use the same thing here. क्या लिखूंगा मैं? So when phase difference is 2 pi, what is the time difference of capital T? That means 1 time period, right? Good. What if phase difference is delta phi? So I'll write capital T divided by 2 pi into delta phi. I'm just using unitary method. And what is this time difference? That is nothing but delta T. So I'm getting here as delta T as capital T divided by 2 pi into delta phi. So delta T divided by capital T is equal to delta phi divided by 2 pi. So this is the relation between time difference and path difference. Sorry, phase difference. What if I ask you to relate all the three parts? So क्या लिखूंगा finally? I'll get delta phi divided by 2 pi is equal to delta x divided by lambda is equal to delta T divided by capital T. So if you remember this ratio, सारा काम हो गया. ठीक है? Guys, click yes if you understood this. You have to remember this. बच्चा लोग हमेशा याद रखना है इसको. बहुत काम का चीज है ये. चलो, good, very good. Okay, good. चलो. तो अब phase difference के बीच में, path difference के बीच में, time difference के बीच में relation मेरे को मालूम चल गया. Now we are going to discuss. Let me see the time. उसके हिसाब से मैं नया टॉपिक शुरू करूंगा. Yeah, we are खत्म. Last. So it's 6:44. I can't start new topic here. I'll ask you some basic questions here. ठीक है? Let me draw a wave pulse here. ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ है. So I'll be denoting few points. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Okay, tell me what is the phase difference between 1 and 3. क्या आंसर लिखोगे? Yes, Pratish, class over, because I think up to 6:45 only na we have class. Yes, 5. I just want to revise few of the things. 5. टाइम नहीं पता लगा क्या? प्रतीश बोल रहे क्लास ओवर हो गया. ओके, व्हाट अबाउट फेज डिफरेंस बिटवीन 1 and 2? इट विल बी पाई बाई 2. करेक्ट है? चलो, फेज डिफरेंस बिटवीन 1 and 4, what will be the answer? This is pi by 2 pi, then it will be 3 pi by 4. Correct है? Good, very good. What will be the phase difference between 1 and 5? Now it is एक पूरा rotation, एक पूरा complete हो गया, right? Oscillation. So 2 pi. ठीक है? चलो, good. So ऐसा कुछ हुआ. Now if I ask you to find phase difference between 2 and 4, क्या लिखोगे? Phase difference between 2 and 4. क्या लिखेंगे? सीधा pi. Okay? Pi. Why? They're what? Out of phase. This is what? Upward में है positive displacement. This is what? Negative displacement. This is at the positive extreme. This is at the negative extreme. तो उस केस में what is the phase difference? That is pi. If I ask you what is the phase difference between 3 and 4, ये repetitive है, but this is the last one about phase difference. 3 and 4 again is lambda. Sorry, pi by 2. That's it. Now similarly, if I ask you what is the time difference between 1 and 3 or 1 and 2? What is the time difference between 1 and 2? ऐसा कुछ नहीं आएगा. क्या होगा कि let us say at time t is equal to t1, the particle is at this one. At time t is equal to t2, the particle has come here. That means ऐसा कुछ condition देता हूँ मैं. Let me draw it again. Let me draw it only. So ये कुछ condition है ऐसा. So this is at t1. At t2, the graph look like this, or the wave has moved here. ठीक है? तो अब बता कितना इस पॉइंट और इस पॉइंट के बीच में कितना फेज डिफरेंस है? This is 1, this is 2. What is the time difference? Not pi square. So what is time difference? तो कितना डिस्टेंस होगा? देखो ये क्या बोला था मैंने आपको. I have already given you this relation, right? So I will say अगर पूरा ट्रेवल किया होता है यहां से यहां तक कितना होता है? कैपिटल T. हाफ किया मतलब T by 2. So if this particle has moved actually here, तो पूरा one complete oscillation would have been completed, right? But the particle has come to half of it. तो क्या लिखेंगे? Directly it will be T by 2 only. Correct है? पूरा this is from here to here one capital T. From here to here half of it. So capital T by 2. If I ask you what will be the time difference between 1 and 2, sorry मैंने उल्टा लिखा ना, my bad. इसको उल्टा किया ना ये. 2 was not here, 2 was somewhere here. ऐसा था, right? तो it will be T by 4. It will be T by 4. Correct है? चलो. Samruddha, now it's okay. It's already 6:48. Similarly, you can practice at your home. What is the time difference between 1 and 3, 1 and 5, 1 and 4, 4 and 5? ऐसा practice करना. Same for path difference also. What is the path difference between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 4, like this? So that कि कभी भी question ऐसा है दिमाग में रहना चाहिए. You don't have to actually calculate it. You should be already using those things. ठीक है? चलो. Let me end the class here, guys. Thank you for attending, and I think it was easier topic for you, right? And I think you have understood all the concept that we have studied today. Thank you for attending. You guys were responsive. बहुत मजा आया. Bye bye, Vadiraj. Bye. ठीक है. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. मजा करो. Enjoy, मड़ी.